and you'll find that to be a valuable discussion, and that'll make your very next QME examination a completely different type of examination if you implement that the material from that topic. Now let's get into today's discussion. We're talking now about gait disturbance and assistive devices, which is an important consideration and becoming increasingly important now in the era of Alvarez-Guzman II. We go into the strict descriptions of gait disturbances and gait disorders as those are described in the AMA guides. Descriptions of gait disturbances are found in chapters 13 and chapter 17 of the AMA guides, and we go over the permanent impairments due to gait disturbance under the strict application of the AMA guides, strictly as those are described in chapters 13 and chapter 17. Then we go over a description and a procedure that you can use for the gait analysis, and I give you several different observations that you will use in determining if there actually is the presence of a bona fide gait disorder. We then go into the descriptions of the phases of normal gait and pathologic gait. We break down the gait cycle into several different sub-phases of gait, and we talk about normal findings in each of those sub-phases, and then we describe possible abnormalities of those sub-phases that would be present in the presence of pathologic conditions. Then we talk about the causes of deviations from normal gait. In other words, if you do actually find a gait disturbance in your injured worker, what could be the cause of those deviations? I give you several different types of problems that can cause abnormal gait. We then go into a discussion of the named gait signs, and some of those will sound familiar to you and some of those will be new. We then move into a discussion of assistive devices, because the AMA guides talk quite a bit about assistive devices and the need for assistive devices in the permanent impairment determination. So we go into a discussion of canes, we talk about crutches, we talk about pickup frames, we talk about ankle-foot orthoses and knee-ankle-foot orthoses, and in particular we give special emphasis to discussion of canes, because more and more injured workers are coming to QME examinations with a cane. We talk about proper use, we talk about how to inspect a cane, we talk about the proper fit of a cane, and you'll find that to be a valuable discussion in your determination as to whether or not the cane qualifies as a medically necessary device under the workers' compensation system. And then finally the chapter concludes, or the program concludes, with a couple of final basic considerations. Okay, so let's begin with a couple of general considerations now. Let's talk about what is gait. You've heard the term of gait, and the AMA guides refers to gait disturbances. What actually is gait? Well, let's go to Webster's dictionary. Webster gives us 3 different visual mental images and descriptions of what gait is. Webster says, number 1, that gait is a manner. It's a manner of walking or moving on foot. Number 2, gait is a sequence of foot movements, such as in a walk, a trot, a pace, or a canter, by which a horse or a dog moves forward. And number 3, Webster says that gait is a manner or rate of movement or progress. So let's think about this. Of course, in workers' compensation, When we discuss gait, we're referring to the manner in which injured workers, rather than dogs or horses, progress forwards by means of walking. And human beings, just like dogs and horses, have a normal gait. And so, without much further analysis, if we review Webster's dictionary and Webster's definition, he gives us some indication as to what a normal gait would look like, and then, therefore, what an abnormal gait would look like. So, for example, in referring strictly to the definition as it's given to us by Webster's dictionary, a normal gait would be a smooth manner of walking or moving on foot. It would be a balanced sequence of foot movements. It would be an unlabored manner or rate of movement or progress. So, and that makes sense, and you can picture that in your mind and apply that to your own gait as you walk or move on foot. You move smoothly. You move in a balanced fashion with your weight evenly distributed on both feet. It's an effortless or unlabored rate of movement in the normal situation. Well, it would be then therefore easy to describe what an abnormal gait would be. It would be a disrupted manner of walking or moving on foot. It would be an unbalanced sequence of foot movements where weight is shifted more to one side and off of a dysfunctional or a painful side. It would be a labored or a difficult manner or rate of movement or progress, and you can picture those descriptions in your mind, especially the last one, a difficult manner. Gait should be effortless with a coordination of upper body and lower body movements, and anytime we see a disruption of the coordination or the manner becomes labored or difficult, we could